Hi and welcome to A Stone's Throw Away. Today we'll be doing the December 4th through 6th weekend reading for Pisces. Here I do intuitive stone reading. If you need an intuitive tarot reading, go hit up Passion Water Tarot. She does some wonderful readings. Tell her Tasha says hi, Mama dear. I'm going to start us off with an affirmation card from the Louise L. Hayes You Can Heal Your Life affirmation deck. And while I do, let's see what the astrologers have to say about the weekend ahead. We don't have a whole lot changing from the week. The moon is waning towards the last quarter, which is a good time to work on your projects you already have going. Start heading towards tying up loose ends. They say the first half of the weekend is going to be very magical, romantic. The second half of the weekend, expect your timing to be off. Expect people to be a little bit touchy. We do have a void of course moon, which is where the moon is not in any sign for nearly a day. It's from December 5th. From about 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to December 6th, 2:45 Eastern Standard Time. And that's a good time to stick to routines. Not do anything new. Don't try to start anything new. Just do what you normally do. And here is your card. I listen with love to my body's messages. My body is always working towards optimum health. My body wants to be whole and healthy. I cooperate and become healthy, whole, and complete. That's your card for today. So, as I said, I do intuitive stone reading. Here is my mat. So, explanations. These are relationships that can be family, friends, partners, potential partners, co-workers, anything that is significant to you. This is you. This is your state of mind, how you're perceived, how you want to be perceived, your feelings, your thoughts, what you're working on. These are your challenges. Stepping stones, stumbling blocks, whatever's not working out, what's not working the way you intend it. Anything closer to the center of the circle are things that are more important. They're closer in time, they're closer in space, they're more on your mind. Anything further out towards the edges are less important. They're further away in time or space. They're going out or coming in, or they're simply more on the periphery of the issue. If it's outside the circles and above the midline, it's something that you are ignoring. It's trying to get your attention. If it's outside the circle and below the midline, it's something you know, but you don't know you know. It's in your subconscious. It's a hunch. It's an instinct. It's one of those things that's just right on the tip of your tongue, and you had it a minute ago, but now you've completely forgotten it. It's one of those things, okay? If it falls completely off the board, then it's a complete surprise. You had no clue it was coming. All right, without any further ado, let's get to the stones. I close my eyes, and I pick stones for you. Now, while I'm doing this, remember, these are all generalized readings. I also do private readings. The information for that is down below. But with generalized readings, if it's not jiving for you, check your moon and your rising. We read energies. Sometimes you're feeling a little more moon or rising that day. If you have a partner and people will often tell you, I don't know where you end and they begin, check their moon and rising and sun. Because like I said, we're reading energies. Sometimes those things get a little bit twisted. Okay, Pisces? So, let's see what stones have to say for you. And also, while I shuffle, yes, that's what I call this. This is shuffling for stones. Remember, time is fluid when it comes to readings, and YouTube has made it possible to transcend it. So, I'm making this in late November for the first weekend of December. You may find it in February. Or you may have found one of my February readings in November. Because you find the reading you need when you need it. Okay? So, with that, let's see what the stones have to say for you this time, Pisces. Pisces. You need to go with the flow this weekend. You need to relax and chill out. There's a lot going on. You can see there's a lot going on. I can see there's a lot going on. But you need to just take some time for self-care and relax. There's going to be a lot of introspection in here. I can tell you this right now without even thinking about it. There's a lot of introspection going on. So maybe take a bubble bath, grab your journal. It's time to do the inner work and then relax, okay? You've got both my pieces of Amazonite here. Okay. There's a lot of things you're not seeing clearly. Okay, and I feel like this is connected. This is a fossil. This is petrified wood, which means there's very old things, and this is connected to the grief. There's a very old grief that's going to well back up, and it's connected to a relationship. It feels like a loss. You've lost someone, and it's a very old grief. It's not a new grief. And it feels consuming is what it feels like, Pisces. You feel very sad. Very sad. And you need to go with it and allow yourself to process that grief finally. It feels like you've not processed that. Okay? You have to let yourself feel the grief in order to process it. Okay? There's an very much older person in your life with money who's going to want your attention. Give them a little bit of attention. They need help or something. But, you know, there's very old issues you're not seeing clearly. And you need to relax, chill, go with the flow. Go with the flow of your emotions is what I'm feeling like. That's that line of me. Okay? Because those are all very close together. In your relationship zone, there's a very easy to love loved one at the center of things. And at the periphery on things that you're not doing, things that you've forgotten. There's a money issue. But there's also your shadow work. A free reading. Okay. Your shadow work, Pisces. You have to do the shadow work. If you do your shadow work, these old issues will stop popping up. Okay. That's dealing with your grief, dealing with your anger, dealing with your fear, dealing with your bitterness, dealing with your self-doubt, dealing with all those emotions we'd rather not deal with. You have to deal with them. You have to process them. You have to. I know, people are getting really tired of hearing me say that, I'm sure. But if you're that tired of hearing me say it, then why don't you guys go do it? Okay? The stones don't lie. They're telling me you guys aren't doing this. Over here, in your challenges. Yes, we'll get back over to these. Over here in your challenges. There's a work decision to be made. Go with your instincts. The instincts are right. Okay? The decision will be a good one. It's a very, very quick decision coming up. There's a hard to love loved one who feels like they're between a rock and a hard place. This person is probably in your home. You've probably been feeling a little bit jealous of them. You've been trying to ignore that. They're feeling like they're between a rock and a hard place. Give them some love. Give them some advice if they need it. There's also a transformation, a metamorphosis that you've been feeling it, but you've been ignoring it. Don't ignore the transformations, Pisces. What the heck? Okay? You've been ignoring the transformation? You don't see the flabbergasted look on my face. And also, you don't need me to tell you this. You've been seeing this very clearly. Let the transformation happen. You know better than this. Pisces is usually one of my more awake signs. You know this. Let the transformation happen. Okay? Over in things you've forgotten. Or an instinct. There's an artistic feeling coming upon you, let it happen. Those are usually really good. If we're in relationships, there's a fight coming, honey. Be prepared. Or be prepared to stop it. There's also a really feminine person in your life who is incoming. Excuse me. Who is incoming. You feel tired. I was not tired until your reading. You feel tired, Pisces. So, I mean, and you're probably tired because of all this stuff, all this old, very old grief and business that you need to deal with. But there's a very feminine person who is coming into your life, not quickly, but like in the next month. So be on the lookout for her. Let's see if there are any other stones that want to come out and play. Not feeling any tingling, so let's go to your tarot reading. We're going to do a 3-card draw, one for clarity, one for where to focus, and one for a possible outcome. Remember, when dealing with any divination, that all outcomes are possible. Anyone who tells you that any outcome is set in stone, run. They're lying to you. Who knows what else they're lying about. Okay? The whole purpose of divination is so that you can change any outcomes you don't like. There's a card. Let's see what the cards have to say. This is the Connolly deck. I think it's rather pretty. It's a little bit different from the Rider-Waite deck. The different means are just slightly different. Every deck has its own personality, you know. Usually for very simple readings, I use the Rider deck. I've been working with it the longest. It's easiest for me to read. But I just felt like a change. Okay, the 8 of Cups is your clarity, and that's reversed. And that's the Grail quest. Sorry. That's Percival. This is a very medieval deck sometimes. That is... You're looking at, if not getting all you seek, getting most of what you seek. Or maybe you're not getting what you seek at all. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. Well, the Knight of Pentacles is someone who is working hard and traveling to do the work. Well, reverse, that tells me you need to stay home and rest. You need to take time for yourself, Pisces. You cannot pour from an empty cup, can you? You can't keep working all the time. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, remember? And we all know how that ended. And justice is the outcome. People get what they deserve. It all works out in the end, okay? You get what you deserve. So, justice will prevail. Man, Pisces, you're tired. Get some rest. Making me tired. I'm gonna have to go get some caffeine. So, if you liked anything I said, if you liked the way I said it, if you just want to hear more, hit that bell, subscribe. I've got some more readings coming up. You won't know they're coming if you don't hit that bell. If anything I said here helped at all, please give me a comment. It's harder for me to get to your energies if I don't know you. If I know you, it's easier to read you. I would love to get to know some of my viewers. And y'all have a good weekend. I hope everyone stays safe and happy. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And if you do, don't get caught. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all later for the weekly readings for next week, and be careful out there.